Someone once said that you can't go home again, but they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
Hey guys, it's your boy Lorik here from the Inner Circle. Today's video, you might have guessed it, yeah that's right, World of Warcraft Classic launch. God, it feels great seeing this again, and let me tell you what we will be doing come launch. 5 of us have organised 7 days off work to host a 48 to 72 hour stream. Yeah, you might think we're crazy, but we're going to be attempting to be the first level 60 group in the world, if not oceanic, all while spreading mental health awareness. This is a topic close to our hearts, and Medo will elaborate a little more.
Cheers, mate. Approximately 14% of people globally are affected by mental health. The most common disorder is anxiety, affecting 4% of the population. The reality is, and it's quite daunting, 800,000 people take their lives each year, with many more attempting. Suicide from mental health is the second highest cause of death in people aged 15 to 29. All of us at the Inner Circle face or have faced mental health personally, or have family members and friends struggling with it. It's not nice to see your friends and loved ones struggling with the pain, and this is one of the reasons why we need to spread awareness.
Those are some pretty heavy statistics there from Medusa. But we all need to remember we are not alone. If you are listening to this, chances are you're a gamer and have made some great friends online over the years, and this is the power we as gamers have to help alleviate mental health issues in our community. We chat for hours in Discord whilst we let our mind adventure into whatever game we have loaded up. This is where we can take the opportunity to simply ask our mates, are you doing okay? Some of my closest mates are people I've met through gaming, and every single one of them have, to date, helped me through hard times. Yes, the gaming community has its trolls and its Horde versus Alliance, but it also has mateship, camaraderie, and min-maxing. So please treat mental health awareness like a DPS meter. Try and keep yourself at the top, and after every encounter, let people know about it. You have the support of your group.
Now that you all know what we are doing and why we are doing it, let's talk Classic. So Medo, why do you love Classic, and what are you looking forward to the most?
So Classic gives me a lot of nostalgia because we started about 6 months into Classic. We were playing EverQuest before, and we knew everything that there was about MMOs really at that stage. It wasn't new to us really, but a lot of people didn't know what they were doing and how to go about it. So we ended up being one of the best on our server. I was probably one of the best warriors on my server. Lorik, you were one of the best paladins. So, it wasn't very hard either because everyone was very inexperienced. So, the community side of things, I'm going to love just having, the social aspect of the game there, going, clearing dungeons that I've cleared before, doing raids. We've got a guild, so making that flourish and pushing content with that and doing all that sort of thing. That's what I'm going to love doing. Just thinking about it really I want Classic now, but obviously we're going to have to wait 40 days. So yeah, what about you, Webb?
That is the $1,000,000 question. What do I love about Classic? There is a heap of things I love about Classic, but I must say it is the community running into Ironforge, and the Ironforge bridge is just full of people. Same with Orgrimmar. You walk into Orgrimmar and there are people absolutely everywhere. There's people selling stuff. There's people asking to do dungeons.
Don't forget about the Goldshire Inn, mate. The RP, and that's crazy.
Yes, the RP and the Goldshire Inn, like that stuff, it just has memories. I'll always have memories of that stuff, and I really love that about Classic. What I'm looking forward to the most is I played a hunter for all of Classic basically, and at the very end I rolled a Warlock. I'm very excited to play Classic as a Warlock with my mates in the same setup. So Pally, Warrior, Warlock, as we have for the last
Oh,
however many years it's been.
God, it's been a long
yeah,
time.
a long
It
time.
has been a long time. So now, Lorik, it's your time to shine. Tell me, why do you love Classic?
So what do I like about Classic WoW, eh? Geez, everything, really. Like, just nostalgia. I really loved Classic. It was just a world that I joined and knew nothing about. It was just such a massive world, and just to explore it was just insane. I remember walking through Ironforge and I saw this Pally in Lightforge gear. I know it doesn't look great, but for me back then, I was like, yeah, I'm playing that class. So I re-rolled from a priest to a Pally, and I never looked back ever since because of Lightforge gear. It was just insane. And just the rating, like just stepping to Molten Core for the first time, my heart was pounding. It was just crazy. And it just felt so good when we first downed that boss. Oh, the feels for that. I just want to get that feeling back. And the sense of community, the PvP, hanging out with my mates again, just rick-rolling people. We used to take on the stables in Arathi Basin. We used to be able to take on waves of horde, Just the feeling of being able to accomplish something so big with a small group of mates. It's just that's what I want back. That's what I love about WoW. It just brings everyone so close together, to be honest, and I hope in our community that we build something special like that.
Thanks, Laurie. Now I'm going to hit you two with some quick things I want to know about Classic. So I want to know favorite zone, favorite dungeon, and favorite boss encounter. It can be a raid or a dungeon. Let's start with Medo.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I know my favorite boss encounter. That's Princess, and in Maraudon. And because she is so ugly and she farts and she pushes you back, and it's hilarious. That's my favorite.
That's
boss
legit.
I actually legit forgot about that. That's hilarious.
My favorite encounter. All right, favorite instance. That is Schoolo because it's rich with lore, and I just love it. It's a very good instance to go through, and I'm all about that. Now, zone. I don't know. I can't pick one, so I'm gonna say Unguro, Feralis, and Tedrasil. They're my three favorite, and it's because of the greenery, and they're just very beautiful. When I started as a night elf rogue, and then I turned into a warrior, made a warrior, sorry. So pretty much when I did play my rogue, I just thought it was amazing. It was very, very nice, picturesque and everything. That's why I picked Tedrasil as well. So yeah, that's me. What about you, Lorik?
I'm gonna start with raid boss encounter. Mine is Onyxia because of the guy just yelling at his raid members, saying more dots, and just people getting fed into the whelp eggs. It is so fucking hilarious, and he just wipes the whole raid. Like, it can be so frustrating, but it's so funny at the same time. My favorite zone I know I'm a little bit boring, but would have to be Westfall. Only that little point where where you do Verrigan's Fist. If nobody knows, it's like right on the tip of Westfall on the top. Like, there's like this little farm area. There's like a house on the cliff side. It's actually really quite nice, and that's my little favorite destination. I like to hang out sometimes. And my favorite instance would probably have to be either Dead Mines. I don't know why. I just love Dead Mines because I used to be able to pull the whole zone and just concentrate it all down. Um, or would have to be Mara, I reckon, or Zalfarak because I used to farm a lot of gold in Zalfarak. But yeah, they're my favourite. What about you, Webb?
So, favorite boss encounter. Leroy! No, not really. I think it would have to be Onyxia as well. I remember going in there being really scared. And my first encounter with Onyxia was my bow I was a hunter and my bow broke and I was meleeing the mob and the raid leader at the time was pretty angry with me. And I know Medo remembers that. Secondly, dungeon would have to be Skolo, so I'm going with Medo on that one. I have some really fond memories with you boys in that dungeon and some pretty funny moments. And it was pretty hard actually back in the day, and it was hard to find a good group to do it in a timely manner.
I hated healing for that dungeon.
Yeah, and zones, it would have to be between South Shore and Tanaris, and I'm not sure whether it was the PvP or the shared auction house, but it was a zone that, you knew you were going there, and chances are you'd probably be killed by someone that was higher level than you if you weren't 60, or you were definitely going to PvP. So I enjoyed both of those zones. So that's my three. Anyway, everyone, that's our video for today. Let us know what you loved about Classic, what you're looking forward to the most. If you want to let us know your favorite zone, dungeon, and boss encounter, we'd love to hear that as well. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you thought this video was better than a cold beer and a bushfire, by all means, hit that sub button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.